Bonjour. Welcome back to French, where we learned about I'm really sorry, but we do have to learn about grammar. So this next section has to do with nouns and articles. All right, quick review. Nouns: person, place, thing, or an idea. Done. Like we know that. Nouns: person, place, thing, or idea. We're done. Now here's the deal with nouns in French. Okay, nouns is, let's be honest, I know a lot of girls that use this one. Okay, think about, but I'm going to give you some hints here in just a second on how to pronounce the thing. If I were to wear plaid and polka dots, they don't match. I have to wear plaid with a solid color. It is what it is. Girls, you understand? Although, let's be honest, I'm not going to wear plaid anytime soon. All right? Le café. So that is a masculine singular word meaning the cafe. Starbucks is le café. It is a cafe, right? All right. Now, here's the deal. If that masculine noun is plural, the article that's used to describe it, the, must also be plural. Okay, so they have to agree. Okay, so cafes here, cafe, C-A-F, bibliothèque. All right. Now, if bibliothèque happens to be plural, we would say les bibliothèques. Les bibliothèques. So écoutez la différence. La bibliothèque, singulier. Les bibliothèques, pluriel. Vous comprenez? Everybody understand? All right. Now, what is this L apostrophe stuff? What is this L? The word or the noun that you have begins with a vowel or a vowel sound. You have to say L apostrophe. You can't have two vowels side by side. We'll look at an example of that. I'll pull this down here so you guys can see it. Okay, technically speaking, this L apostrophe acteur, all right, actually is represented by le acteur. But when you have two vowels side by side, one of them has to go. They're like opposites attract. You can't have that. So we have to actually get rid of that little E there and replace it with an apostrophe. Okay? So l'acteur. Repeat after me. Répétez après moi. L'acteur. Very nice, very nice. If your friend happens to be a dude, okay, we would say l'ami, l'ami, l'ami. For those of you who had me last year, l'ami de Mitch, apostrophe ami. So technically, ami is a masculine word, A-M-I, okay? And technically, what we're saying here is the friend, le ami. But because we have two vowels side by side, that can't happen. We have to get rid of the unnecessary vowel, which is our E there, okay? How about if we've got a dude singer? I'll let you guys pick the singer because I know that if I pick somebody, it's going to be wrong. Wait, no. Well, now I can't remember. Anyway, le chanteur. Le chanteur. So the dude who happens to be singing, he's going to have le in front of it. That's his article. It belongs to the dude, okay? L'étudiant, the male student. L'étudiant. Again, this is a masculine word, okay? And therefore, the article that's used to describe it must also be masculine, okay? And then finally, le petit ami. None of you girls have this, so we're not even going to chat about this, and you're not allowed to because I said so. Le petit ami is a boyfriend, but now we go over to the feminine section. We've got l'actrice, but again, we have two vowels side by side, and one of them has to go. We can't get rid of A in actrice because then it would just be catrice. That doesn't make sense. So what we've done now is we have replaced the A with an apostrophe. Entre l'ami here and l'ami here. They both mean friend, but one of them is feminine and one of them is masculine. They're pronounced the exact same. But because we have this E, this added E, do you see a pattern here? There's an E here. A lot of words that end in E are going to be French. They're going to be feminine, okay? La chanteuse, a female singer, not me. La chanteuse. L'étudiante, l'étudiante. Écoutez la différence, classe. L'étudiant, masculin. L'étudiante, féminin. Okay? La petite amie. Dudes, don't even think about it. No. The answer is no. Is the girlfriend, la petite amie. All right? All right. Now, let's move on to the next section here that talks about these can be either male or female, depending on their gender. Technically speaking, I am a professeur. Yes? Professor, means teacher, correct? But professeur will always be masculine, whether or not we're talking about a guy or we're talking about a girl. So if I'm talking about Coach Speck, or if I'm talking about myself, regardless, it's going to be le professeur. It just happens to be that way. I'll explain it later. La personne, that is a general term for the person. That word itself is always, always, always feminine. I'm so glad that Jack's books came in today. I'm so excited. I'll reply later. All right, here we go. Objects that have no natural gender can be either masculine or feminine. Again, this right here, this is a pen, but technically speaking, it is le stylo. Le stylo. Tell me whether or not that's masculine or feminine. All right. So here are some masculine versions, and here are some French ones. Feminine ones. Le bureau, masculin. Le lycée, masculin. L'examen, masculin. L'objet, masculin. L'ordinateur. L'ordinateur. You guys, some of you should remember that one. Masculin. Le problème. Masculin. So these are all masculine words here. Doesn't mean that only dudes have problems. We all know that girls have problems. What I'm saying is the actual word itself carries with it a masculine gender, which means every adjective that we use to describe it, every article that we use to describe it, anything and everything has to be masculine as well, okay? Feminine, la chose, la différence, la faculté, la littérature, la sociologie, and l'université. All of these are feminine words. Again, it does not mean that only girls go to university. Clearly, that's not the case. However, it is a feminine word. So every adjective that we use to describe université will be feminine as well. Okay? You can usually form the plural of a noun by adding an S. Okay? That's pretty easy. However, when you have a ending of an EAU, your EAU, you can't add an S to that, so you have to add an X. We'll go through that at a later time. Animal, if it ends in an AL, will turn into AUX, animaux. So l'objet turns into les objets. La télévision turns into les télévisions. Le bureau turns into les bureaux. L'animal turns into les animaux. Okay? All right. Moving on to the next section, we have page 11, page 11. If we refer to a group of males and females, you refer to those groups as either masculine or the masculine or plural noun. Okay, so the male and female, for instance, if it's a mixed group, we go back to the masculine. It's basically what I'm saying. So if you got a group of guys and girls, we're going to describe them as a masculine group, only because that's just how we revert back to it. Okay, that way nobody's getting separated. Les étudiants, that's all the students, but they could be male and female. So if it's a mixed group, we're going to go back to the masculine form. Okay. Now, when we say a definite article, we're saying the cafe, the table, the office, the object. Okay, so you hear that it's definite, right? Now, if we move on, we have to go to something called an indefinite article. Now, an indefinite article is something that is not definite. We don't know. We're not sure about it. So it could be a cafe, a table, a chair. We don't know which one. Not the chair, but a chair. Okay? And then finally, and those go also by gender as well, we've got un for masculine and une for feminine. Okay? So un instrument, une table. And then we've got for the plural, we've got des, D-E-S, des instruments and des tables. Okay? All right. Here's the deal. This is what I want you to do. Your homework for tonight. That is due to me either Wednesday or Thursday, depending on your class. Your job is to complete the essay section on the bottom of page